My name is Wendy Dixon. I'm 32 years old. 3 weeks earlier, my parents rose at their 40th wedding anniversary dinner and declared to 30 guests, "We're taking the entire family to Hawaii next week for another celebration." Everyone applauded. My sister squealed with delight. I smiled, already picturing palm trees and ocean winds, my first genuine vacation in years. Then I made the error of posing a simple question. "What time is our flight?" My father stared at me as if I'd spoken in another tongue. My mother's smile grew rigid, and in front of every guest present, my dad declared, "You don't need to know, Wendy. You're not included on this trip. Someone has to remain behind to look after the children." 30 pairs of eyes, 30 witnesses to the instant my family informed me I wasn't truly family. But here's what they failed to realize. I possessed a secret, one I'd nurtured for 3 years. And that evening, I resolved it was time to employ it. Before I reveal what occurred afterward, please pause to like and subscribe, but only if this tale speaks to you, and leave a comment sharing where you're viewing from and what time it is there. Now, to grasp why I departed from everything familiar, allow me to return to the start. The Dixon family resides in a white colonial home in the Boston suburbs. 4 bedrooms, 2-car garage, lawn manicured to HOA standards. The sort of house that announces, "We've succeeded," to every passerby. My father, Harold Dixon, retired 3 years prior from his role as branch manager at a regional bank. My mother, Patricia, has never held a paid position in her life, yet she'll insist she's busier than any executive, leading the church women's group, arranging neighborhood charity events, upholding what she terms our family's image. Then there's my sister Megan, 3 years my junior, wed to Derek Hartley, a corporate lawyer at a downtown firm whose name she inserts into every discussion. They have 2 children, a 5-year-old named Oliver and a 3-year-old named Sophie, plus a brand new Lexus SUV that invariably claims the best parking space in our parents' driveway. My Honda Civic, the one I've driven for a decade, it parks on the street. "Wendy, move your car." My mother would instruct whenever I visited, Derek's arriving with the Lexus, and guests noticed the driveway first. I never challenged it. I simply relocated my car. That's the nature of being the unseen member in your family. You cease noticing the countless subtle ways they've already determined you lack importance. The superior parking spot, the preferable chair at dinner, the manner your mother presents your sister to visitors by her husband's professional title. While you're merely Wendy, she assists. I work as a part-time accountant, primarily remote clients, flexible schedule, moderate earnings, nothing remarkable by Dixon family measures, but I never disclose the other activity I pursue. The activity I began 3 years ago after my life collapsed differently. I never informed them I'd learned to truly observe. Let me describe what assisting entails in the Dixon household. Thanksgiving. I arrive at 6 in the morning to prepare the turkey. I arrange the table using my mother's Wedgwood china, the set I'm forbidden to use, only to clean. I position the flowers, shine the silver, synchronize 7 side dishes. Megan shows up at noon. In cashmere, greets everyone with kisses, and sits to be served. Christmas follows the same pattern, plus wrapping every gift my mother purchased because her arthritis flares. Odd how her arthritis never hinders her bridge games 3 times weekly. Birthday celebrations for my niece and nephew. I'm the party planner, cleanup team, and emergency sitter combined. Last year, I devoted 8 hours to Oliver's dinosaur-themed event, while Megan enjoyed a manicure for her break. The sole occasion I inquired if perhaps I could miss a family gathering due to a client deadline, my mother's tone chilled. "Family comes first, Wendy. We all sacrifice, except I'm the only one who ever appears to sacrifice." The tipping point arrives in tiny incidents, like the Christmas I received an apron reading "World's Best Aunt" in sparkly letters. Megan gifted it. She beamed as though thoughtful. I wore it. I wore it every visit to cook, tidy, and babysit. Do you want to know my moment of clarity? It struck one ordinary Tuesday night while scouring my mother's Le Creuset pot after another family meal. I couldn't recall the last invitation that didn't involve labor. 3 years prior, my world shattered. I'd dated Kevin for 4 years. We'd discussed marriage, children, a shared tomorrow. Then one night, he sat me down and uttered words I'll always remember. I love you, Wendy, but I'm not in love with you anymore. You're just there, always just there, like furniture, like wallpaper. After his departure, I drifted into a downtown pawn shop. I can't explain why, perhaps seeking something to mend the void. That's where I spotted it, a used Canon DSLR camera, well kept, priced at $180. I purchased it with funds meant for savings. I told nobody. That camera turned into my hidden world. I began capturing what others overlook. Elderly ladies at bus stops, exhausted overnight cleaners, rough hands of street sellers, people society ignores. The same way my family ignores me, I named the collection Invisible Women. I launched an anonymous Instagram profile. No face, no true identity, only images. Across 3 years, it grew to 12,000 followers. People who perceived what I perceived, who comprehended. I stored the camera in an old cashmere scarf at my closet's rear, the sole possession I kept purely for myself. 3 weeks before the anniversary celebration, I received an email I nearly discarded as junk. It came from Coastal Light Gallery in Monterey, California, inquiring if I'd discuss my photography. I stared at that message 20 minutes before noticing my trembling hands, but I didn't respond. Not yet, because positive outcomes didn't happen to people like me. One family member truly perceives me. Her name is Ruth, my mother's younger sister. Aunt Ruth is what my mother labels the family failure. She never wed. She chased ceramics instead of a proper career. 20 years ago, she relocated to Carmel by the Sea to launch a modest cafe with a pottery workshop behind it. My mother hasn't pardoned her since. Ruth squandered her promise. My mother claims she could have enjoyed a fine existence but chose clay play. I've phoned Aunt Ruth every Sunday evening for 7 years. My mother is unaware. Aunt Ruth was the first to view my images. I forwarded one, testing the waters, and her reply brought tears. Wendy, this is remarkable. You possess talent. No one had ever deemed my efforts remarkable. She urged me to continue shooting, to keep sharing, and she was the one who, 3 weeks before the anniversary, uttered words that altered everything. Wendy, I hope you're not upset, but I forwarded your Instagram to a gallery contact in Monterey. His name is Marcus Coleman. He's seeking new talent. I nearly dropped the receiver. Aunt Ruth, that's the gallery that contacted me. I know, dear. He mentioned wanting to discuss a solo show. Silence, my pulse racing. But that's legitimate. That's a real career step. Yes, it is. Her tone stayed soft, yet resolute. And you merit it. You require no one's approval to chase your passion. I realized that too late. You don't have to. That evening, I answered Marcus Coleman's email. Now, let me transport you to the night everything shifted. My parents' 40th wedding anniversary. A landmark deserving celebration, per my mother, meaning 30 guests, catered food I'd help. Prepare to cut costs, and an evening honoring 4 decades of flawless Dixon marriage. Preparations began a week earlier. I took 3 days off accounting work to assist setup. I ordered white roses and peonies per specifications. I hand-lettered 60 place cards in the calligraphy she demanded. I liaised with caterers, ironed linens, polished 40-year-old Waterford crystal. On party day, I arrived at 7 a.m. in jeans and tee, pointless to dress up for kitchen duty ahead. By 6 p.m., the house shone. Candles flickered everywhere. The dining table extended for 30 with finest china. I'd switched to a plain black dress. Nothing elaborate, nothing attention-grabbing. Wendy. My mother's voice halted me in the hall. She eyed me, frowning. Is that your outfit? It's black. I thought suitable. It's acceptable, I guess. Just remain unobtrusive. Today centers on your father and me. I nodded. I always nodded. Guests arrived at 7, men in sport coats, women in cocktail attire, former colleagues, church acquaintances, neighbors with flawless lawns, 30 people believing they knew the Dixons. None knew me, and in 3 hours, that ceased mattering. Megan entered at 7:15, timed for impact. She glided in wearing red wrap dress. Diane von Furstenberg, she announced. Derek trailing in charcoal suit, children like catalog kids. My mother embraced her, praising her beauty, Derek's handsomeness, grandchildren's charm. I observed from kitchen doorway, tray of bruschetta in hand. Everyone, recall my daughter Megan and husband Derek? Mother proclaimed. Derek's partner at Whitmore and Associates, promoted last year. We're thrilled. Applause, grins, praise. Mother omitted that I'd handled Derek's taxes gratis 3 years. I passed appetizers, refilled glasses, answered queries from strangers. Are you catering staff? One woman asked, taking crab cake. Before reply, Mother appeared. That's Wendy, my other daughter, helping tonight. The woman smiled courteously, turned. Mother didn't notice. She never did. Once Derek approached with Sophie wriggling, Oliver pulling. Hey, can you watch them? Megan and I must socialize. Not, would you mind? Not thanks, just can you? Like handing baggage. I accepted. I fed them in kitchen, wiped Sophie's juice spill, told Oliver stories to prevent disruption. When I re-emerged, dessert circulated. I'd eaten nothing. No one saved me food. The reveal came at 9, post-tiramisu. Father rose, tapped champagne flute. Room hushed, 30 faces expectant. Patricia and I thank you for joining us, he started, voice practiced charm. 40 years married, 4 decades crafting family, life, home. Mother glowed. Megan clasped Derek's hand. I lingered near kitchen, dirty plate in grip. To mark this milestone, Father went on, a surprise. Pause for drama. Mother's eyes shone. Next week, whole family to Hawaii, week at Four Seasons Maui, 2nd. Celebration just Dixons. Room buzzed approval. Wonderful. Deserved. Gift. Megan squealed. Dad, incredible. Kids will adore. Something rose in my chest. Whole family. Included me. No cooking, cleaning, babysitting. I'd join. I advanced, small smile. Sounds wonderful. What time's our flight? Question floated. Father's face changed. Glanced at Mother. Shared look I'd seen endlessly, now clear. Wendy, he said deliberately, you don't need flight details. Room stilled, not eager. Hush, but tense wrongness. I don't follow, I said. Father cleared throat. You're not coming. 30 pairs of eyes. That's how many saw Father exclude me from family vacation. Someone must stay, Mother added, as if obvious. Megan and Derek require true break. You'll mind, children. But I began. Wendy, Mother's tone edged. You lack pressing obligations. Megan labors hard, deserves rest. Megan labors hard. Megan jobless since Oliver's birth.